Welcome back to another episode of Goat Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on the goats on this channel. And today we're dealing with two. I'm disrupting the album reaction right now. I know we're doing 10,000 days, but relax, Patreon. I have to do it this way. My boy Jason said, listen, I know I donated for the album. He's like, but I'm gonna need you to do a little quick detour, but we're gonna get back on track. I was like, what is it, Jason? What do you want me to do? You're in control. I put Jason in full control of this because I don't know anything. I'm ignorant, so I need someone to guide me. And I think Jason's been a pretty good guide. He told me to do Jimmy, then do Judith, and then get back on the album reaction. He said, and then right into is later on the album. He said, you'll get to that when you'll get to that. He was like, Wings for Marie Wings for Marie part 1 and 2 will stay stuck in your head. You won't forget. Judith will stay stuck in your head, and so will Jimmy. You will understand the story. He's like, and then when you get to right into, it will just all come together for you. I got the lyrics pulled up. I got the lyric video just in case, you know what I'm saying? I like following along with the lyrics when I'm listening. You know, I don't want to do a disservice when trying to decipher something personal, because I know this is going to be personal. This has something to do with his mother passing, right? All of it has to connect in some type of way. Turn it up. Woo! But why they gotta make it so like? Why they gotta make these records so like so tempo, so movement? Like I can't. I gotta move. I can't stop moving. I hope it's not a sad song because I'm just like. Yeah, Tool has been ruining my life. I go to sleep thinking about Tool. Let's get it.
Opening me within a gesture, drawing me down an inch, showing me where it all began. 11.
A lot of 11s. Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Under a dead Ohio sky.
Oh, is that another verse? Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me just. That was a lot of lyrics. That was a lot of lyrics I took in. The face of your own stability, suddenly look away. And he was like, 11, she was gone. 11 is when we said goodbye. Okay, so that right there, that's a moment in time he's referring to, right? The face of your own stability sounds like, you know, the one person who made everything, I guess, feel safe, it's suddenly gone now, right? They're suddenly gone. And when he anchors it with 11, right? I think he said it like 3 times now. That's not him being abstract or being like, you know, trying to create an act of symbolism or like messing with your head. He's not doing anything. That's just memory. He's going back to a memory. So that's an age tied to the real event. I'm guessing his mother passed when he was 11. I'm not sure. I have yet to see that in the comment section, which is great because you guys don't give me too much information. So I appreciate that. But that has to have something to do with it, because at this point, it feels like he's describing losing someone who wasn't just, you know, important, but foundational to him, right? 11 is standing still, waiting for me to free him by coming home. showing me where it all began. Okay, now it shifts a little bit. 11 is standing still. That's not time moving forward. That's something frozen, right? Something frozen. But what's he saying? Nah, it doesn't sound like it sounds like he's was he saying, was he taking the voice of his mother, looking at him when he was 11, like when she passed, and like he's speaking from the point of view of his mother, maybe. 11 is standing still. That's not okay. When he says, waiting for me to free him, that doesn't sound like he's talking about her anymore. It doesn't even sound like, why would she free him, right? I mean, that's possible. I don't know how people think, sometimes spiritually people have different ways of thinking what freedom means when you're struggling with this type of like trauma, it seems like, right? It looks like he's reverting back to trauma. I don't know, but it also, you know what? It sounds like something inside of him, something from that moment still stuck there, though. You know what I mean? Showing me where it all began. That's that realization kicking in, right? He's being, I guess, pulled back into the origin of the pain. Let's keep it rocking. Yeah. I need to hear more. I like that part right there. That breakdown is good. Oh my God. Production. Under Dead Ohio Sky. 11 has been and will be waiting. A lot of signature lines in this verse. What is this like? This is like the third verse now, right? But what he said, wondering where the hell have I been? So 11 is wondering where the hell have I been, right? He's talking about himself, looking at himself when he was 11. That's the only explanational outcome. I thought maybe his mom was looking down. I thought maybe God. I don't know. I was thinking a lot of things. But what makes more sense to the type of person Maynard is and like the type of stuff he talks about, it wasn't God, and I don't think it's his mother worrying about. Like, no, I don't think he would even say that. Not saying it doesn't make sense, but I think it makes way more sense if he's looking at himself. So, and under the Ohio sky, I mean, man, that's a real place, right? It's a real place. It feels like a memory attached to a location, like the moment didn't just happen. It lives there, right? It lives there. Like 11 has been and had been waiting for me. That confirms it to me. That to me is what confirms. That's the version of him. That's the version of him that never moved on, right? So when he says, "Where the hell have I been?" It's not confusion. It's just like awareness. Like it's the opposite. It's the awareness, right? So that's him, I guess, realizing that he's been disconnected from a part of himself for years, it seems, right? For years. And what is this little bridge? I'm wide awake and heading home. Carry me in the light. Hold your light where I can see it. Hide. Oh, that's dope. I'm wide awake though. You see, I'm wide awake. So that gets rid of the confusion part earlier. So we have clarity is what I'm trying to say. We have clarity, right? I'm wide awake. So he's not numbing it anymore. Like, I think he had mentioned it earlier in the song, right? But this line right here, hold your light where I can see it, that's powerful. Why? Because whatever he's reaching toward, it still has light at the end of the day. There's still hope there, which means whatever was lost for a certain amount of time was never completely gone. And that's important when we're trying to reconnect with a certain part of ourselves, because at this point, it feels like he's not just dealing with the loss, he's trying to reconnect with something that survived it more so, and he needs to connect with that so that he can have like some type of closure or just a more of a completed piece in order to move on properly without looking back. So now he's been living his life maybe looking back, and it's trauma. This is like, the word is trauma. There's a lot of trauma he's gone through, and it's more than just losing someone, right? He could have really gone through something, which makes him angry sometimes, right? There's certain songs you guys were telling me about where he's like, oh, he's a little more. He was a little more angry on this song. I don't know if you want to hear this song yet. Like, some of the Tool fans were trying to warn me. They didn't give me any detail, but they did try to warn me. Like, hold on, listen to these songs before you hear that one. We don't want you to detour off the road. I'm like, listen, I'm good. Trust me, I can handle it. I love the production. Move on together. Let's go. Line 11. Woo. That is so dope concept. Yes. It's him, looking at him when he was 11. Boy. Oh, it's over? What? Bro, that was the shortest Tool song I've heard yet. Tool, don't ever do that to me again. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Are you out of your freaking mind? That's not long enough. You can't do. You're not allowed to do that. Lead me through each gentle step by step. By inch, by loaded memory, I'll move to heal, reunite, and both move on together. That was my favorite line right there, because he's getting back to himself. He does make it crystal clear, though. He does make it crystal clear in case you did miss it. Step by step, inch by inch, loaded memory. That's healing right there. That's not fast. It's not dramatic. That's someone carefully walking through something painful, and then reunite and both move on together. That line changes everything right there, because now it sounds like there are two parts involved. Something separated, right? And coming back together now. 1 and 1 are 1. 11. I love that. So glow, child, glow. I'm heading back home. Oh, man. Boy, that's heavy right there. That's heavy right there. That's our, well, I'm not going to say conclusion because we're just at Jimmy, but that is somewhat of a, for lack of a better word, because I can't think of another word right now, that is a somewhat of a closing conclusion that we can reopen again, and it won't hurt so much. We'll just, it's just the next step. We're just done with this step pretty much, right? 1 and 1 are 1, sounds like, into integration, like two versions become whole again. Beautiful. I love that even when he doesn't probably even mean to, it still sounds biblical, still sounds scriptural. The way God intended is 1 and 1 come together, be one. But he's talking about himself, so I love it, man. What he says? Oh, glow child. So when he says glow child, glow, now it's clear who he's been speaking to, right? But it's more importantly though, it's the part of him from 11 though. It's not just his younger self or a certain. It's the part of him from 11, the one that went through that moment, right? The loss of his mother, losing his foundation completely, not knowing what to stand on, who to follow, what to believe, and being left behind like that could cause a lot of trauma, right? But also he could have went through a lot of pain, right? He could have went through a lot of pain, a lot of even abuse. You know what I'm saying? Was there a stepfather involved? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Give me a little more in the backstory if there's more to it. I don't want to make assumptions, but I'm heading back home. That's not a place. That's just him returning to himself, finally facing what happened, and beginning to finally heal from it. Ugh. So that's Jimmy. That's Jimmy, man. This is Jimmy right here. Shorter song. It's funny because all my other songs I react to are like 3 minutes long, and I'd be like, damn, this is a decent size length. But for Tool, I'm used to it being like 8 minutes, 12 minutes. So like 5 minutes, it's like pretty short. But yeah, man, this right here, this just feels like someone going back, to the exact moment that changed them, and finally having the strength to face it instead of running from it. I love it. And I love this for him. I love that he was able to put this together. He's very journal-like with his writing. Reminds me of early Eminem. Not to bring up Eminem all the time, but Eminem was a very journal type of writer, and Maynard is a very journal type of writer. Like when he writes, it's like Tupac. It's like poetry for sure, but with Maynard, it's different. It's different than how rappers do it. He does it, and he's pretty abstract with his lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So he's a very deep thought-minded person, and he's not really bound by anything, but what he knows to be true. He doesn't wander too much, you know what I mean? Which is a good thing in a lot of ways, right? It is a good thing. He's a fact-based mover, you know what I mean? So like, and I mean that's what I get out of him. But yeah, I love it, man. I love the beat. I love the instrumental. I love the production, how it all came together. I think it was a perfect type of music for him to, express it. I love that he expressed this with this type. Even the beat is kind of raw, right? It's a kind of a raw beat, and to touch on something like this, I think the history is raw. I think the lyrics are very raw. So I think together it was very appropriate, very appropriate. So up next we're gonna have Judith. Y'all stick with us. Shout out to the Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube, because you might watch it in a few months or something. I don't know when, but when I start the next album, I'll start put out a little bit on YouTube to let them know we having a party over here, man. It's a Tool party. We spiraling out. But listen. But since you're on Patreon, yeah, just wait for the next video. What can I tell you? Judith is next. We out.